So he's a boy, he's about 17, 18 years old. But mentally, he's still at 9 or 10. He's a mentally challenged boy. He's a very special child. Because of a damaged brain, he's born a little abnormal. So the development of his brain is 10 years slower than his counterparts. That's.
We look forward to the performance. Right, Rajesh ji, the music for the movie is doing spectacularly well and virtually on the top of every countdown show. You बताइए that knowing that it's the first sci-fi film, was there any sort of restriction while you were composing the music for the movie?
That's the main thing, working with Rakesh and Hrithik, that I get a free hand. That's the most important thing for me.
That is the most important.
Which I learned from them.
Well, fantastic. We see the music is doing fabulously well. And finally, Mr. Qureshi. Now, India Times has been associated with plenty of blockbuster movies. Tell us a little bit about your association with Filmcraft for Koi Mil Gaya.
First of all, I would like to thank Rakesh Roshan for partnering with us. It's an endeavor to associate with quality movies. But most movies we see is directors make gardens their playground, so people run around trees. Rakesh Roshan is there to make the universe his playground. I think he deserves an applause for that one. Yeah. Who knows? All I know is that we worked, I think all of us worked harder than what we worked in Kaunaka. So I think, as I always say, I always believe that you get what you deserve to get. So I'm sure Koi Mil Gaya will get what it deserves to get. Hopefully.
Could you pass the mic, please? Could you pass the mic to the gentleman?
बिल्कुल वहीं पर हूँ. I am still an aspiring actor. I am still aspiring to do better. I am still trying to grow up into a man that I idolize. I am still trying. I'm still trying. I'm still working as hard.
Koi Mil Gaya.
Well, actually, the best part of doing Koi Mil Gaya is that I got to relive my childhood. So I was, did all the things that I was stopping myself from doing. In the sense that if I wanted to eat chocolates, I eat chocolates. As simple as that. I just became a baby and, made everybody pamper me. That was the best part of doing Koi Mil Gaya. So you should ask the Indian that's got nothing to do with the character or the film, the story stands. Sharab, yeah?
वो शराब नहीं.
But even before I faced the camera for 5 to 6 years as an assistant, so I guess there is another level of understanding that develops through time. As an actor, the one thing that I think works best for me is that Dad strikes the right balance. He never treats me like a star, obviously, and plus he has immense faith in me as an actor. So, within the parameters of what you see is the actor giving his heart to the character, as opposed to adopting the director's instincts, which would obviously, within you. So the freedom that I feel while working with Dad is immense, which I think helps me to do my best. Yeah.
When you were shooting and you had high temperature, Daddy made you work?
I actually don't remember such a day. I think it's media built. There was never a day where I was sick and I was pushed to work. No, that didn't happen.
Code was published like that.
Yeah, I've read some of it, it's not true. He's very nice to that. No, I did not look anywhere outside for inspiration for this character. I actually found it within me itself. I, just looked into my childhood and I found bits and parts where I had sort of felt like a Rohit at times. Every child does. So that's what I have taken from. I've taken from my childhood and sort of expressed it through Rohit. Not at all. I haven't looked at any other actor or any other film or any child. This is completely from within me. So I don't think you could ever, draw a similarity to anything else.
Thank you.
Well, there are two sides to this. Finding a lock on that character was the toughest thing I've ever done. It's to get into a mindset of a child and stay there for days on an end is, I think, the toughest thing ever. But in front of the camera, and so much ease, so much excitement to play any role so far, and I don't know if I'll ever feel that much freedom again. I think basically because I think it's always the level of excitement that determines your level of motivation and your drive. It depends on how excited you are for a character, for a film. So I think this film had excited me so much that my preparation, my motivation, my drive was even greater. Which is why, though off camera, I've worked the hardest I've ever worked, but in front of the camera, I was completely at ease. I've never felt that much ease ever.